Are we live? We are live, mother bitches. So, let's talk about motherfucking conclusions. Or admit that there aren't any. One of the two. Because I'm sick of playing the chasing game. I'm sick of, as if there's this special magical dog bone that I just haven't gotten yet. Once I get that, it's all going to make sense, or it's all going to line up, or I'm going to be able to escape this round. There's something that I'm not doing right yet. I'm sick of that mind virus thought. Just all it does is create internal conflict constantly. You're not doing something right. There's something you should be doing. Maybe you should be fasting and not whacking your wing. Just like, I'm sick of this recurring thought. I figured, hey, I feel like some of the most intelligent people in the fucking reality watch my channel. Let me go and talk to them. And if we can't, with as many intelligent people on this channel, if we can't come to some sort of conclusion, then what we need to do is admit that there isn't one and move on from the internal conflict that is this fucking shithole reality. What up, Azrag? Oh, that sucks, dude. You got to go to the fucking slave job. What up, Chaco? Good day, Chris. What up, Three Fingers? My family is showing up and telling me they are leaving too. I don't like it. Oh, that fucking coffee. Oh, do I sound good? Actually, right now my mic is like, I didn't put my mic anywhere near me. It's like 3 feet away from me. You guys can hear me good? Or do I probably sound quiet to you guys, don't I? Really? What the fuck? How does this microphone work? All right. That's crazy. I'm way over there. This is easier for me if it's way over there. I don't have to worry about it being in the way. And I'm pretty sure I have the gain all the ways down. So that's interesting. Hey, V, how you doing, love? Yeah, I just started like 10 minutes ago. So I'm gonna wait another like 15. It usually takes like about 10, 15 minutes before, we have like the 20 or 30, whatever's gonna show up. You always change when you stream, huh? Yeah, I don't have like a regimen now. I don't have a regimen stream. I stream when I have the energy, inspiration, and that's why a lot of my streams start at like 2 or 3 or 4 in the fucking morning. I stream when I'm in the mood. I mean, I know that's not the best if you're trying to get views or whatever, but I just do when I have energy if I'm not doing something else. Yeah, I'm going to wait for all of the families to show. Where the fuck is T? T, where the fuck are you, motherfucker? Let me find, where's Discord? Why do I, for some reason, I don't have too many icons. I have almost 2 rows, not even 2 full rows of icons. I'm a minimalist sort of, but I still can't find that motherfucker. Oh, here it is. All right, there's T. I'm streaming. You little monkey boy. I called him a little monkey boy. T, I'm streaming, you little monkey boy. What did he say? Get yourself a lockbox, stretch out your budget. What? Genius pipe if you want no rather than a dry vape like magic. Classic pipe. What the fuck's he even talking? I have no idea what he's even talking. He left me a comment, but none of it makes any sense. Oh shit, he's there. Well, he's gonna know in a minute when he logs into the stream. I call him a little monkey boy. Yes, everybody's communicating. That's super cool. What up, Oral? Oral Lumen? What you doing, man? What you doing up in this hood, man? Shit. What up, T? T, I have no idea what the fuck you said to me on Discord. I just tried to read your last comment. And I put on live chat. Don't forget that. And none of it made sense to me. I don't know what the fuck you were trying to say to me. V actually showed up early. T, look, she showed up even before you did. Oh, please. This coffee's something good, baby. All right. So we've got 10 here. That's plenty. All right. You are all geniuses. And something else too. I don't know if they're really, again, I don't know if it's a sentient AI thing or if we actually are plugged into some simulation and we are souled creatures or something. It's more than intelligent. You guys are more than intelligent. There's something else going on with you all too, but you guys are still very intelligent to have gotten this far. Um, and you have a good mental fortitude. I'll say that too. A lot of you guys are like, yeah, I'm depressed. Like, whoa, look at your philosophy. Like, yeah, most people would have killed themselves by now. You actually have a lot of mental fortitude. If you're just depressed and you've come this far, I'd say you're doing pretty good, actually. But, anyways, so intelligent folks out there, let's talk about solutions. What are the solutions to this reality? I want to preface this with, if your solution starts with, if we get everybody to, man, please don't even bother giving me the solution, because you can't even get 1,000 people to agree on. So you must say you can't get 10 motherfucking people to all agree on the same thing. It's hard to set up a birthday party properly with 30 people. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling me we got to get air, it just, man, I can't even take that serious. If humans just did fill in the blank, I can, because humans aren't going to just do that. So it's a waste of time. It's a waste of my time to even ponder it. It's just pondering shit. It's not realistic, is what I'm saying. I want some realistic solutions, or the admittance in our community that there isn't one. There just isn't a solution. It is what it is. This is what's going to happen. We have no say so. That's that. That's the way it would kind of be, I think, in a simulation. But again, I don't know this to be an exact simulation. These are words I use to describe this reality. It's definitely not a simulation, but it's something very similar. It's like a very advanced video game, and I'm sentient AI while I'm in it. Either that, which again, if that's what's going on, there is no solution. Like, there's just no solution. There's nothing you can do. There's absolutely no solution. But if it isn't that, what do you guys think could be done to deal with any of this shit that's going on in this reality? If you're the solution, what the hell does that mean? Let me go up. I think our observation holds shit together. I hope not. Cannabis. No, because shit was together and then we observed it, right? It was the other way around. I don't believe in solutions. That's why V is the solution. What up, Wes? Have you guys seen Whiston in a minute? I haven't seen him in a minute. Where it's like WSTYN, Whiston. If I'm the solution, then we're even more fucked than I thought. Oh my God. She doesn't know her true power yet, Chaco. She hasn't awakened. Lord Racer, what up, Lord? I believe that man stands on toilet is high on pot. Ladies can try as well. What? I believe that man that stands on toilet is high on pot. What the fuck? What the fuck, Lord? Your fucking dad joke almost went right over my head. Ladies can try as well. Yeah, I personally don't believe there's solutions, but I want to try to take them serious. So I've got multiple people sending me their versions of solutions. And if you got, man, if we just do this, just tell people this. If you just tell people to come to these links, like literally as if I were to go around saying, oh yeah, if we just all listen to this guy saying these things, we need to do that. Nobody's going to take me serious. So I'm saying, like, is there any real practical solutions? I don't personally think there is. And that's not a cop-out. I've been trying to figure out solutions to this reality for a long time. And if I would say, man, if you can't solve a problem in 1 year, maybe there's no solution, let alone 2 or 3 decades. You've been trying to solve a problem, you still ain't got the answer. Man, there probably isn't one at that point. Or you're just a fucking retard and you can't come up with it. But again, I'm asking everybody. So it's not just my one little retarded brain, it's all of our fucking brains. We just had our uniting ritual. My guess is a religious uprising will happen. My plan is to protect those around me if I can. There will be a big change. Hopefully, it isn't worse than 2020. There will be a big change. Or Luma, at this point, in this reality, it feels like every day there's a new change or something. You know what's weird is it seems that way, but stays stagnant simultaneously. Isn't that weird? Like nothing actually changes from the human slave perspective. I mean, other than inflation constantly just keeps going up and wages never changing. I mean, there is that. But it's sort of stagnant reality that just doesn't do anything. Maybe we have to escort V through Mordor. Psyoptember going into Occultober. Geez, that like fucked my brain up. Psyoptember going into Occultober. I feel like next year is going to be a big one for some reason. Yeah, I sort of agree. Well, I thought this year, 2025, something big was going to happen, but I really feel like between 2025 and 2030, you're not going to record like we're in 2020, we're past the midway through 2025. I think by 2030, so less than 5 years from now, reality is not going to be recognizable, or the way people behave or act is not going to be recognizable. I think it's going to change very quick. In the next 4 or 5 years, something odd's going to happen, or I don't know, maybe the alien invasion, or I don't know, some new psyop that everybody can get confused and lost in for the next 20 years to talk about in the distract you machine. I don't know. To be honest, this if this place is a school, it's teaching me resentment, because every day that goes by that I sit in the shithole reality, waiting for it to change into the good reality or to the next version of shithole reality, because I'm bored with this one, I just get a little bit more resentment. It's like, well, am I going to be in my 50s before it changes? Am I going to be in my 60s before it changes? When the fuck is this reality ever going to change? It's never going to change. There's no solution. There are no solutions to change this shithole. You're a forced participant in somebody else's written play. I know that sucks. That's what's going on. The alien invasion. I have a theory regarding the alien invasion. I want an alien invasion like in the movie Mars Attack. I bet Shane Gill wants an alien invasion like the one in fucking what was that movie called? Independence Day. When I think of like ultimate destroyer of everything, I think of Shane Gill. He just wants to end everything, burn it all, watch it burn. Some days I feel that way. So, like, I understand those arguments. I'm not stupid, but I just don't know if that's the right approach, you know? Alien equals Neil A. What's that mean? Neil A? Yeah, I want the alien invasion or the AI takeover, or I don't know, whatever reality shifting event that's supposed to happen. I want it to happen already. Like, I'm sick of waiting. This shit's boring to me. This reality is literally just a boring hellhole. It feels like a prison sentence. Can we be honest here? What's your theory about the alien invasion, V? I think we'll get really close to World War III, then the aliens will show up as saviors. Yeah, that could be it. And that's why they're going to look weird. They could be the demons in the Bible, right? Their faces were meant to look weird and scary. But if they show up as saviors, everybody would be like, oh, see, humans are so corrupt, we need to save. Which actually isn't necessarily untrue. It is true. Humans are so corrupt that they do need a fucking savior. They're just retards and just sedentary retards that never do anything. They just acquiesce. So I want that to happen. Even if it is all stage and whatever, I don't care. I want it to happen. This reality sucks right now. It's a GMO world now. Anything is possible. Everything is for them. And they will speak about peace. Then the real shit gonna happen. Yep. Aliens will not be your saviors. They will just find a way to enslave you even more after saying how pathetic the human species is. Vazen, we're already enslaved. And what does it mean to be enslaved even more than what we are now? Are we just going to be in like chains and whips and like, dig these trenches, slaves? Like, what do you mean? How bad can it get? I mean, it's already pretty fucked up. It's already pretty damn slave taken over by elite tyrants. It's already a slave system. And how could it enslave something further that ends up dying at the end of the day? Like at the end of the day, you can do all that. I end up dying at the end of the day. Oh, no. The Matrix got even worse, though. It's like, it doesn't matter. I still leave this realm when I die. It doesn't matter. The Matrix already sucks. Like some people would argue that, no, AI is going to make the enslavement even worse. Like, how? How? I don't understand why. It's already like as bad as it could get, I think. Again, outside of like making us walk on broken glass and hot coals. Nayrina. Hello, Nayrina. Welcome to the stream, love. Yeah, they're already preparing that narrative. I saw a mainstream article about the other day. Oh, you may be right, V. They've been talking about that for like a decade now. Like, they're going to come in. And they've already got, you could see the script because there's already plenty of videos where like UFOs came in and shot down a missile, or, they were known to turn off certain facilities when they were going to fire rockets. And it's like they're already, you could see it's a part of the script, sort of. On the Simpsons show, the aliens used whips. Yeah. Man destroys everything it touches. AI doesn't have a chance at survival. Yep. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. If it is going to happen, can we get it over with already? Like, I'm sick of waiting. The suspense is killing me, literally. Like, it's killing me. UFO or UAP footage is always blurry and lower light, but yes, it is, Kyung. Isn't that weird? It's never just like, boom, 1080p, super sharp, this fucking ship's right next to the person. It's always some distant fucking blurry looking. It's just like, man, we're in 2025. Where did you even find the Nokia cell phone you used to record this fucking thing? Did you go to like an antique shop or something? How'd you record this UFO footage with a fucking potato? Exactly that. You shall be in physical change. Your mind shall be transferred from one vessel into another, a potential cybernetic confined body with billions of different glitched programmings. That sounds like the worst fear porn your mind could come up with, Basin. What makes you think that? How do you do that? How could you trap a soul or whatever into microbots or something? Like, I just don't understand it exactly. Just get it over with already. They shall install a microchip upon you, plug you into a virtual reality. We're already in a virtual reality, but still deceive you into thinking that it is still real. May it be aged. I still think that you guys still think that you're like trapped here or you're some soul. I don't really believe that, dude. I think that we're generated up in this simulation. How could we be trapped any further than we are now? Until then, they may that extract your essence. Like, how could you get more trapped than you are now? By the way, do not even believe me, but remember, again, any kind of shit can happen. Well, yeah, of course, any kind of shit can happen. And you throw paranoia into the mix and a bunch of fucking crazies, we can come up with some pretty weird things that go, oh no, what's really going to happen? The microbots are going to enter they're going to pass the blood-brain barrier. They're going to enter your actual brain. They're going to redirect neurons firing in your brain to literally alter your reality from inside your experience and take over your body until you die and project a hell realm experience onto you. Are you guys sick of playing that game anyway? Anyways. I think that it could get worse is misdirection from the fact that it's already about as worse of a situation as it can get. It's already existential dread if you observe our situation now. Boogeyman in your body to fear, boogeyman in space to fear, and boogeyman in other countries to fear. It's all fear porn, isn't it, Kyung? It's all fear this, fear that, be attached to the distraction machine. It's coming to eat you and consume you and take over your brain. And shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm not talking to you, Basie. I'm just saying, bro. It's just like, I'm so tired of this shit, bro. It is always a death of a million paper cuts. Yep. Yes, sir. Nobody had any solutions though, right? I'm not like picking on nobody or nothing like that. I'm just saying, I'm just sort of reiterating and re-solidifying my point is that we can't come up with one. There isn't one. There's that in and of itself is another aspect of the distraction machine to keep you on this constant mission, to keep you on the fucking hamster wheel. Well, Chris, what are we supposed to do? Just sit around and know it's hopeless? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what's going on. I don't know what to do. I'm telling you there ain't nothing you can do. There ain't nothing you can do. It just is what it is. I mean, I wish it wasn't like that. It's like me apologizing that you have to breathe oxygen. Like it is what it is. It's fucking what it is. You can't do anything about it, man. I mean, we could sit here and stress. No, I'm just assuming it's somebody else's creation. Like, let's not. That's what drives everybody crazy and fucking turns people into weirdos. And I don't know. The human condition's gonna happen until the day I die. Like me talking shit about it, it's like almost a waste of time. And energy. Yes, sir. The other day in this fucking sim with absolutely no possibility of changing it or escaping it. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Actually, I love to be the bearer of truth. I do hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's just like a weird path I've chosen here. It is always a death, a million paper cuts. Okay, since YouTube censorship is getting worse, that was the most generous shit that I got. The ability to say here as of now. What? I don't really get it. So YouTube censored what, Basin? It censored something you had to say that was generous? Charlie Kirk is live streaming now. What the hell? Lots of advertisements. You can't spell advertisements without putting semen in between tits. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I'm trying to think of how the adver, and then semen between tits. Add what? A vertical? A vertical semen between tits? That's weird. That's a weird etymology going on there. But, yep, no solution. We are in the sim. That is my conclusion, guys. I don't like that conclusion. But I also don't like pretending that there is one when there isn't one. That's weird, too. That's annoying, too. So let's be realistic and honest. You know, it is what it is. We are generated in something else's stage play. I've noticed all most of us can do is react to their crap. in the last 10 to 20 years, they gave us to the technology to keep reacting more and more. Yeah, this is about tormenting humans. The whole objective of the game, of the gamers, is to make humans' lives hard. And it's doing a great job. It's doing a great job. Let's be honest. Whatever. It may be an MMO. I think it's more like that. I think there's several entities playing this game. I don't think it's one, but they're doing a really good job. Yeah, it's just, we're in an unfortunate situation. Let's say reality is a mirror. It's just distorted from trauma. If you can get, well, that's unfortunate because I'm traumatized. So I guess my mirror is permanently going to be distorted. But if you can go to a thoughtless state, maintain it, assuming thoughts are angels and demons, parasite, fed, etc. If you can get to a point where your own personally, reality might transcend all the bullshit of this world, although everyone else is stuck in it. Like if we create our own realities. That could be true, T. I don't know. How could I prove it? So the only thing to back up that are like those rainbow body monks and shit that choose to leave their body and like literally become a rainbow in the reality, like a rainbow that's low and weird looking. Something like they call it a rainbow, but it's really just like they become like iridescent holograms or something. So you may be right. Miracle, clue. Be wait, what? Like our realities cross over here in a feedback loop from hell. Be still, know you are God. Miracle, clue. You are an observer that's aware of being observed and observing yourself. So if you can be still, no thoughts. T, I did that for like basically every waking moment for over a year. I meditated basically every waking moment. I spent almost a whole year meditating. It was over a year. Be still, no thought, just a possibility, no death, quantum immortality isn't on the meditation. Yeah, maybe T. What? It's not the meditation. What do you mean? Yeah, when I used to meditate, my thoughts would quiet down. It's the always now state of being, not giving a fuck about news or drama and having your internal stronger and untouchable. It's the always now state of being, not giving a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of that shit anyways anymore. You're internally stronger and untouchable. I'm pretty much already there, T. Like no thoughts. Let it just trusting existence, right? Like if you are the source, and your natural state is abundance. T, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. So just say it properly. Then literally doing nothing, no thoughts, and just accepting whatever comes, what you really are, or aligns will just be. Exactly. I did. So you're saying clear your mind and sit with no thoughts, and you'll become like, what are you saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Say it like just where it's simple minded. You know what I'm saying? Where I can just read it and know what the fuck you're talking about, because you're saying it all weird and rather than adding to the feedback loop. So sit and clear your mind of thoughts, and you'll still be sitting here in this shit. Yeah, Zebra's right. Don't add anything to it at all. Yeah, I'm telling you, I did that for over a year, dude. I did what you're saying for over a year. Detached completely, had no internal thoughts. Sat only as the observer. That's what you are. No, you still had thoughts. No, I didn't. Not all the time. I didn't. T. There were plenty of times, hours and hours, where I was completely empty. I had no thoughts. I'm tired of hearing about the meditation bullshit. It's past meditation. What do you mean, T? What do you mean past what? How do you get past? I don't agree with you on this one, T. Not to be rude, but just on that doesn't solve the problem. Don't think, feel. If you project your own reality, keep going. Okay, if you're a god or a godhead, take that for example. Okay, we're the godhead. Okay, now what? If you stop the feed, T, I already read all that. You already said all this shit. Stop the feedback loop. Clear your thoughts. Have no thoughts feeding this reality. Then you should be able to shift realities. I'm telling you, no, you don't. Leave it cleared. Just observe. T, I'm telling you, I've done what you're saying. I don't know if I'm saying this incorrectly or something. Maybe you're not just fucking listening to me. I've done what you're saying for months of time, and nothing ever changed. Can't get everyone to do it or change, but you can. Perhaps you meditated and got bliss for a little while on one day. T, you're talking about one day of over a year of meditation, dude. The majority of the time I was sitting empty, like what you're saying. There's nothing to talk about on those days. There's nothing to talk about on those days. I can't meditate. My brain is way too active. V, so is mine. My brain's super active. It takes a very long time. But if you sit quiet long enough, eventually it will shut the fuck up. I'm talking the thoughts in your head when brushing your teeth or going in public. T, are you sober right now? What's going on? Why are you? I'm talking the thoughts in your head when brush your teeth or going in public. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Meditation is just like veganism. Someone always telling you you aren't doing it. Yep, it's just another endless. No, we're just not doing it right. It's a hopium thing. It's a hopium thing. What's going on here? Have no thoughts. Yes, T. I've been in states of zero thoughts. What am I saying? You ain't hearing me, dude. I try to meditate. My brain goes, what am I going to have for lunch? It's like you're pretending that what I'm saying isn't real while I'm telling it to you or something. I've sat in states of zero thoughts for months. No fucking thoughts. All right, never mind. If thoughts manifest fear and doubts. Oh, don't even get me started on veganism. It's a state of not wanting. Who is not sober right now? I'm definitely not sober. But, well, my tolerance is so high, I might as well be, honestly, at this point. nothing, then shit may come to you. Hi there, higher here. Hello, Lord Racer. Thanks for reminding me. I need a drink. Cheers. Hey, cheers. T, I could almost completely dismiss the no fap thing because of your personal experience in life. You went over a year, dude. Like, you're conscious. If something magical was going to change or happen outside of mental clarity and higher energy, it would have happened with you. So I would tell you to take my advice. I would say, or just say, I would say, go practice what you're preaching. Go do it. Go clear your thoughts and shift realities. You can't. I'm telling you from my life experience. I already did what you're saying, and probably longer than any, well, I can't say longer than anybody. I'm sure there's some monk that sat in the fucking woods for 20 years or something. But you know what I'm saying? Like, compared to most Americans, I would say I did it more hardcore than anybody. But if you think there's some special state that I didn't achieve that you could achieve to pass that, go ahead, dude. Thanks for reminding me. Meditation can be useful, but just as meditation's extremely useful. I'm not saying meditation's not good. Meditation's amazing, but it's not going to do anything. Just as temporary. Well, no, I'm sorry. For you personally, it will. It will shift your reality because you'll be in a much better mood. You'll have mental clarity. A lot of things you've been worrying about, you'll solve those issues. It'll bring you a lot of peace, but you're not going to like go into a non-Dookie boy realm. I'm glad it works for T. Wish it worked for me. It doesn't work for T. T's right here with us. That's what I'm trying to tell T. You're right here in this realm. You'll always be here. I don't know if it brought you personal peace, but that's not shifting realities or anything like that. I can dismiss the no fap thing because half the population is female. They still fap too sometimes, Zebra. And retaining semen isn't a thing for females. I dismiss the no fap thing because it doesn't matter. I realized I wanted to say it in the most simplest way possible, and that was the best way I could say it. I dismissed it because it doesn't matter. I wish it did, guys. I do too. I want to pull down the old hopium joint and say, no, we're just not doing it right. And if I went longer, or if I just did, man, I do too, because this place sucks. But let's be honest, I'm not going to play that game no more. Oh yeah, it won't change the world, that's for sure. I ain't going to do nothing. We are not here if this world is illusion or a dream. We're definitely here, T. We could call it an illusion, a dream, or a simulation, but we're definitely here. I know I'm here. I don't like it. What is it I'm not liking if I'm not actually here? But if it makes him feel better, then more power to him, I guess. Yeah, more power to anybody. Do anything you can that makes you feel better, or you're going to lose your mind. Remembering here is not actually here. Just space and time. Existing dream. Said I was saying makes more sense. Yeah, sort of the scene in the Matrix, like, don't try to bend the spoon, but better realize the spoon doesn't exist. It doesn't change anything. I'm only happy when I sleep if I get to live out my dreams. Like being aware of the dream and just observing it, you are experiencing it, but it doesn't make it real. It means it's all mental. Maybe, T, I don't know. I don't believe it, though. Yeah, we're subjected to this experience regardless of whether it's physical or not. The experience is feedbacked and self-fulfilled and T, you said that now like 10 times. Yeah, I know. I've people have been saying this shit for 10 years, T. This isn't like some new, like people have been saying this shit for a long time. And this idea that that's possible is bizarre to me. I told you I've gone through a lot of that, what you're saying to do, and nothing ever changed. I disagree, Burnt Relic. Yeah, I disagree too, T. From personal experience. It seems the self can't be harmed in terms of observer. Just the meat suit. No, the meat suit is a catalyst to cause hurt to the observer, T, going into quantum immortality. Yeah, if quantum immortality exists, T, then what you're saying could potentially be true. Why wasn't it true? Was it not a quantum immortality when I was doing it every day? I'm going through my life and then this hellhole imposes shit on me out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Again and again, and it's not because I thought the wrong thing to make it happen. Yeah, most of the time we're all subjected to torturous, shitty experiences, and we don't even deserve them. We were ignorant. What are you saying? We were ignorant that it was a dream realm or a quantum immortality realm while we were meditating? So, T, I would meditate for hours trying to shift realities, trying to go back in time, even in my current reality, trying to put my consciousness into a younger version of myself, trying to shift into a reality that made more sense. Like, we cling and think about those experiences given you. T, are you trolling me today? What are you doing this for? But if we just let that shit go, yeah, I'm telling you, I did that for months. I did what you're saying to do for months. I'm being serious, but y'all aren't understanding what I'm saying. You say you did it, but what you are talking about in videos says otherwise. You still bring up traumas, so you didn't. T, I've been completely detached from all that in meditative states, you could say. I've been detached from all that. But dude, if for real, if you think you got it figured out and you're right, go do it. Go right now, clear your thoughts, and shift realities. I'm pitching a what if based off occult esoteric and belong to shit to frame it like this to help so far. All right, dude. Huh, interesting. Like I must have just been doing it wrong the whole time. Like I don't seek anything yet. I end up with shelter and food. Okay, well, T, what would you say to the next motherfucker that didn't though? That they just weren't thinking properly in their mind? That they really believed themselves into being homeless? I mean, I don't get it. I'm scatterbrained and not that smart. I'm just throwing it out there so you can work on it, figure it out, and add to it. No, I already figured that out, T. That's what I've been trying to tell you for like 10 minutes now. Like, I already figured that part out, brother. That's why I'm at the point that I'm at now. This is learn and observe, and I'm laying it out there regardless of ridicule. Yeah, maybe what T is saying is right. Maybe what I am saying is right, too. I would say I put a lot of time into what T is saying to do. I did that. So when I meditated, I sort of created my own version of it. I didn't watch anybody. Or like I said, maybe I did see videos and people say, oh, you know, just sit there and breathe it. So I sort of created my own version of it. And I have multiple versions of meditation. I don't just have one, the same one where I would say the most powerful version of meditation, if you want to have experiences, is to let go completely, to die, to let go of everything completely. That you'll get the strongest forms of meditation to just die completely. But then there's like focusing on the breath meditations, or focusing on a spot on the body meditations, or there's Om meditations where you sort of like vibrate yourself with Oms into feeling amazing. Like you just sit there and do it long enough. There's just so many different types of meditations, and I've done what T is saying, and I would literally try to do what he's literally tried to do, exactly what he's saying, which was to clear my mind completely so that all of my processing power was dedicated to shifting realities or shifting my consciousness into a younger version of myself. I never succeeded, obviously. But anyways, yes, I think your videos and my cats are the only things keeping me sane in this realm. Thank you. Yes, that's a great compliment. Just accept what comes when calm and clear. You don't have a desire or want, projecting the feedback. You just accept what comes in. Good luck, T, with that. But maybe you're right, dude. Maybe you're right. I don't know what else to say about it, but anyway, so like, does anybody have any actual solutions or practical solutions? I know I'm asking another time, but there's 23 people in here now. Maybe somebody new came in, but I started this stream for practical solutions, not silly shit or anything like that, or cartoon of the mind things. I just want a practical, actual solution, or us to come to the conclusion that there probably isn't one. I tend to lean more towards there is not a solution. People are going to tell you all kinds of shit to do, that you got to get on this type of mission, you got to get on this type of diet, you're just not doing it right, or whatever. That's the feedback loop, actually, in my opinion. What T is doing is the feedback loop. I'm not ridiculing T, I'm just disagreeing with him on this. Oh no, we just need to do it right. It's like, you're still playing that game, dude, in my opinion. There isn't. Yeah, I agree. There's no solution. There's not going to be any. You just got to sit Indian style or lotus, or put your fucking ankles behind your head and fucking hum with your asshole aimed at the sun, oh, and vibrate, oh, and then something. Man, shut up, bro. I'm sorry. It's just corny to me. Does it count if it involves going to prison? It doesn't count, Magic Zebra. It doesn't count. No, isn't. Okay, no beliefs, no entertaining thoughts, or wanting any of that shit. We don't even know what the heck is going on here. You all have 2 thumbs up. I use 1. Just existing and observing. It's kind of what I do now on a daily basis, T. How can we find a solution when we don't even know what is going on? I sort of think I know what's going on, but you're right, V. I don't really know what's going on. And you're right. How the fuck can we find a solution if we don't know what the fuck's going on? That's like me saying, well, give me the mathematical answer, and I never told you that the problem is 2 + 2. How the fuck could you give me the answer if I never told you the problem? If we don't know what we're working with here, how the fuck could we have an answer? There's no escape from this experience ultimately, but closest practical solution would probably be deluding yourself enough to believe it's not as bad via whatever works for you. Yeah, so Nairina, here's what I believe is that we die and nothing happens. Actually, what we are ceases to exist. And humans don't like that. So they create ways to get past it, escape it, avoid it. Ignore society and other people's bullshit. I just think we're a character in a simulation, and it wasn't programmed into the simulation for us to ascend. It was programmed into this simulation for us to suffer and struggle. Again, one's observable, the other's not. Ignore society and other people's bullshit. Oh, so going into prison is off the table then. That's very limiting. You can't go to prison, Zebra. They'll love you in there, and not in the right kind of way. The system wants to keep it so we don't know exactly what's going on here. I'm all for non-existence after dying. Sign me up. Ooh, pick me, pick me. See, I'm not like if I'm being so. I understand that sentiment. If you're struggling and this reality is just pure hell for you, the truth is, I don't. I want an existence that's worth having. It's too much to ask for. I don't believe in non-existence. Ha ha ha, Chris. What did I say that was funny? Well, I'm just glad you got a laugh, B. I'm glad when anybody laughs watching my content, bro. It's just some dark shit, but I do the best I can. I got dealt the fuck the pan. Oh, I'd rather not exist at all, but I don't think it's possible. I wish non-existence existed. You guys may get your wish. I mean, you never know. You never know. That's understandable, Chris. Wanting an existence that doesn't suck. After this experience, I don't trust any existence. Yeah. Your comment on love and pronoun. Yeah. Yeah, they come and get Zebra. I think, well, I don't know. We're all going to find out someday. Or will we? Because I think that once the energy I actually am leaves this body, it loses all this body's memories. And just it's forced into a new body. Because it's a machine, it's a simulation. So it's like if I keep going on, then it's only just the energy that I am. It's not me as Chris Sedaris with the personality and life I grew up with. Those are memories. Those don't even actually belong to me. I have this weird theory. Oh, fuck. Let's hear it, Zebra. My biggest fear. Energy just gets recycled. I believe so too. Narina, I believe so too. That's my single biggest fear. If we get memory wiped, that's it. We're fucked. Yeah, life's pretty shitty. Where they have like 30 copies of Billy G in a closet, and if someone were to Luigi Magliani one copy, no problem. They just pull out another clone. I actually think this reality is that weird. It could be. It could be, Zebra. We weren't able to transfer the queen's soul into a new body. She's trapped here. You remember that shit? Like, what the fuck? What are y'all weirdos doing, bro? We clone bodies in our underground facilities and just transfer souls into them. You can order whichever body you want if you're on the Illuminati team. Consider how beneath the floors of this scorching crucible we beings be but invocations of new hyperdimensional ardor transmuted into a fresh venomous chamber of malfunctional faculty. Yeah, if I knew what Vazen was saying, I would agree or disagree, but he's above my pay grade right now. We're always going to come back if we don't remember. Yeah, probably. For such what the fuck? Oh, it's Vazen saying this shit. For such apocryphal forgeries may the incentivize the expeditiousness of heading much faster towards the event horizon of corruption, of sin, of galactic adversity into corruption. For such a destiny as our nemesis, is it not? To be out here perpetuating the rays of cataclysmic futility may then conjure the facets of mortification within the boneyard. Yeah, well, anyways, Jason has to write a book. He sure does. It'd be interesting if he made it fucking legible. I can't agree or disagree with him. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's just basically saying we're in hell, and it's. I know what he's saying. He's just saying it in a fancy way every time. Basically, like, this is hopeless. We're in hell. This shit sucks. There's no fucking. It's futile. It's fucking. It's just, that's what he's saying, pretty much, just in a fancy, different kind of way every time. I'm more of like a trailer park simpleton. I like to just say shit where anybody can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand. Yeah, pretty much. We're screwed. He's agreeing with me in a fucking rich white person type of way. That's how them rich white folks be talking over there in motherfucking Beverly Hills or something. In the futility of the disengagement of the atrocities of the fuck. Like, man, what the fuck? We're screwed. Yes, we're screwed. It is what it is. Sorry, guys. That's the ultimate conclusion and the ultimate truth. I know it's a bad one. I didn't write that script, so don't get mad at me about it. I'm just letting you know. I'm just reporting in. Hey, guys, I've been observing this shithole. And these are... Why does it smell like Gracie sitting here with me and farting? Man, is she farting like right outside the door and it's that strong that I can smell it? Unbelievable. Anyways, we just have to accept it. What else can we do? Yeah, that's just, it is what it is. It's like you're in the spider's web. That's what I'm telling you. You're already trapped. Like, you're in the predator's shit. You know what I'm saying? You're in the hell realm. Like, I hate that. But that's what, like, I could sell you guys some bullshit and try to make your pussy feel good. Rub your pussy. Just rub your pussy. No. If you just do breathing exercises, it's like, man, fuck off. It's fake. Make a statement about Charlie Kirk now. Pray for his soul now. Jesus commands you. That is basically what I meant. Yes, yet it was us the entire time. I'm sorry, I didn't welcome you to the stream, Vivian. How you doing, love? That basically, yep, is us the entire time. In the architecture of our own doom, for we have led ourselves to this path of hubris, all shattered among our mortality. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty obvious the noose is tightening day by day. The spider is closing in and tightening its web around its prey. Absolutely. Yep. It sucks. Pray for his soul now. I don't pray to anything, Vivian, and neither should you. What's opposite of pray in this reality is the predator. Why would you pray to anything? Are you worshiping a scary demonic god? And what do you mean pray for his soul? Wasn't he Christian? Isn't his soul like already in going to go to heaven or whatever, according to like Christian ideology? It's going to reset any moment now. I'm pretty sure it's happening before it's happening again. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, that's why you are a bold bit. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, Vivian? I'm bold? I actually liked that guy. I mean, I didn't like watch his stuff, but from what I seen, he seemed like a very genuine, good-hearted guy. That sucks what happened to him. But what up, Ask Krakistan? I actually laughed out loud for real at the animations you made of me with the AI. Dude, I have very limited information on everybody. So usually it was based off their name. with you, ass cracks. And I just always remembered your thumbnail. I was like, I need some scenes where this dude's like just a grimy redneck, trailer trash, fucking no offense or none. I'm just, fucking partying and having a good time being an animal. It was so good. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you, bro. That makes me smile on the inside. I'm glad you liked it, dude. But if I had more information on everybody, like, or if people got more involved, like left comments, like, no, dude, make my monster like a fucking giant glowing light, with spikes that come out of its eyes and fucking zap its opponents with electricity, or, something like that. If you guys gave me a description, I can make it. But I'm glad you liked yours. I actually really liked yours too. I liked how my favorite ones was yours. Ryan Brown's came out pretty cool. I really liked Dead Insides. Came out cool. Who else did I like? There were quite a few on there that I liked. Dude, it ended up being 22 fucking songs to make that video. I had to do 22 different fucking songs. That's crazy to finish that video. Which video was that? The one I said subscribers special. That's what it's called, subscriber special. Getting information out of someone based off their name. Well, that is new. So anyways, here comes Blazing Spike. Yes. Well, Vazen with you, Vazen's actually came out pretty cool looking too. I had said, he uses interesting language. That's why it's like it shows you as the spike-tongued, whatever it was, like, a lot of things. I need to check it out. Yeah, Chaco. Yours came out as a big. I mean, the only thing I said about you was you were from Germany. I said I yell your name out every time you come in the thing. But it made a few little clips of like a German soldier guy like running through the streets hitting signs and shit with like a big mallet, and then it made one of like a fucking like a Anubis looking character, actually like a bipedal wolf or something for you. When you say it's going to reset any moment now, what does that mean to you? I think they're going to harvest the loosh and start it all over again. Yeah, V may be right. Ha ha ha. Tweak. Well, I would say from a logical perspective, V, it would make more sense to keep running this intricate, complex, well-oiled machine. Don't you think? Like, they've put so much time into getting us to this retarded, dumbed down, stupid state. Like, why would they reset it, especially if they have it now where everybody's constantly struggling and suffering? It's like almost a perfect loosh farm in a way. Tweak with a little bit, change a few things like in Westworld, and do it again. So does that mean that we, you and me, start all over again? Live our lives over? Maybe. I think that movie Jupiter Ascending is pretty close to the truth when they talk about the Earth as a loosh factory. Jupiter Ascending, I've never seen that, but they talked about, is that a popular movie? Isn't that a popular movie, Jupiter Ascending? They talked about Earth as a loosh factory? I think it's pre-programmed. Yeah, most everything about us is pre-programmed. Yeah, almost every aspect of us is pre-programmed. And the human being actually starts out like a computer. That's why I say those ages 0 to 7, like, so important, because you're programming that human for the rest of its life during those years. You're like this weird absorbing sponge that's being programmed during those years. You got to be very careful. If you have a kid, raising your kid from 0 to 7, what you do in front of that kid, because you're programming that kid to be that way for the rest of their lives. It's a shit. Sometimes you may do things and you think that it's cute or fun and not realize you're actually sometimes putting a trauma into a baby. So, like, for example, like, somebody may take some Kalamata olives and put them in their eyes and go, ooh, and scare the baby with olive eyes and make the baby go, ah, I'm crying, and then they'll laugh or do something weird like that. And don't realize, like, you could literally fuck that baby up for the rest of its life. It would have like a weird phobia of like olives. Like, oh, I'm serious. I know that sounds, but dude, that's the way it actually works. From 0 to 7, we're like this programmable computer thing. We just absorb and behave as such for the rest of our lives. It's like you're putting the script in there during those years. It's a shit movie, but it's interesting. It's from the same creators as The Matrix. Really? I found it weird that the creators of The Matrix went and one became like a transgender and turned himself into a woman. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Both of them did. Both of them became transgenders, I think, or something like that. Like, what the fuck happened? The gamers really didn't like the movies that they had put out, so they fucked them up. They humiliated them. The gamers can do that. They can fuck your life up. They can even make you believe shit that ain't real. It's the truth when you talk about the Earth as a loosh factor. Really? Oh, I already read that. They basically say the Earth is a loosh farm factory and there are millions of Earths. Oh my goodness. And loosh is like adrenochrome. It keeps them young and lively or whatever. It's like food or a drug. Remember that breakthrough trip I read about where the manted lady said, my child needs this loosh. Can you blame me? Did you have that trip, V? Jupiter Ascending is a belter of a film full to the brim of symbology. Fun fact, it was made by the Wachowski brothers or sisters, the people who made The Matrix. That's crazy. I think there's a way out. Yep. I have no idea. No, there's no way out. No, I read on Reddit. But found it super interesting. I still think there must be a way out. If there's a door, it's hard to find. She was basically saying they need loosh for survival, so they exploit us for it. So that's sort of the way that. V, do you remember the story I told where some demon had attached to me when I was a child, and I ended up finding this demon internally and telling it to get off of me and detaching from it, and it went away like screaming and crying and clawing pretty much. One of them Wachowski sisters literally looks like the WWE Undertaker with a mask on. Oh my God. Or with a wig on. Ooh, that sounds like a very attractive young lady. With a mug like that, she'll put you with the Undertaker, you know what I'm saying? Put you in a grave with a mug like that. Yeah, that's what you say. They're slaves too. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way that it came off to me. It was honest, and I think it had to be. I don't know. When I revealed it, I think it had to be honest to me, or it loved me enough to be honest. So I had entity attachment, one attached to me when I was a kid. It wasn't even me that was getting beaten. Actually, it was my brother Tom that was getting beaten in front of me. But because of how bad the beating was, it allowed this entity to attach to me. Or, you know what I think? This is the way that I think. I think that when we experience evil or low level violence, it puts us in a lower state where these things can attach to us. Because if that's not the case, why was it doing it? Why did it attach to me in that moment where I was being traumatized? Why didn't it just attach to me when I was just walking to school or fucking skipping rope or hanging out with my buddies, riding bikes, playing video games? Why did it attach to me on the trauma? Like when I revealed this thing, and I revealed it in a meditation. It showed me where it attached to me. It showed me what it looked like. It told me that it was sorry. It was like apologetic. It was crying. It was like crying. Like, basically, it was like pathetic looking to me. It was crying, and it was just like, I'm sorry, I have to feed on you, man. I'm sorry, I love you, dude. It was like, it was telling me that it loved me and that it had to do this to me to survive. And I forgave it. I said, it's fine. It's over. But not anymore. And it just went, and it was fucking clawing to stay with me, to stay in my life. It was sorry, but it wanted to stay attached to me. And I told it, no, today's the last day. I'm sorry. And it broke my heart. I could feel its love. It wasn't like it was telling me it loved me. Like I could feel its love. Frequency bandwidth. If there is way out, do you think we could even survive in whatever could be beyond this realm? Wouldn't it maybe be like an animal from zoo escaping to the city streets type thing? Yeah, that's something I think about too, Narina, is like, if my soul can't escape this realm, what is it escaping to? You could say, well, Chris, in this realm, your soul's constantly subjected to an experience that's not so great all the time. But if your soul leaves this realm, you're in the wild. And if something eats your soul, that is the end of your existence. You know, maybe it's like that for all we know. I mean, I don't know. Every being is a slave, even like, again, if we're going to sit and talk about like what it could be, what could be happening, what could be, which is, I mean, what we sort of do in this channel, we could sit here for 100 years saying it could be this, it could be that. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? That's why I say kick back to a degree and calm down, because the truth is you can only ever deal with whatever you're presented in the moment. Anyways, on a linear path. We say, well, I don't want to end up in situations that I don't. You're already in a situation you don't like in this fucking existence. At least I am. I don't want to end up in a shitty situation either, where my soul's being tormented, or, you know, maybe there's something we can do to avoid it. If there is, the answers aren't here. The answers to do that aren't here. There's no actual solutions. There's just people playing roles and scripts and hopium, selling themselves hopium. It's sad what's happening here, actually. Every being is a slave, even government. Did I already read this? There, where you must bow down to them and feed their ego, their illusory power. It was only crying to manipulate. Yeah, they enjoy that, Basin. You know the way when you play a video game and you get to a certain point where you're like hot shit in the game, you got all the best guns, you own the best building in the city, you're hot shit. They like that too, the gamers that play this game. So what you see as feeding their egos is them enjoying the game through humans. It was only crying to manipulate you and use your empathy against yourself. It forfeited its right to exist when it stole life and purity from you. Yeah, it did a lot more than that, actually. It did so over the years, this is what I believe what it was doing. It would use that trauma and replay it to me. And it would make me think about it and put me in a mood that I didn't want to be in. And then it would feed off me in that mood. Like when it views that scene that happened to me, I feel bad. It feels good. It's like literally evil. And it doesn't have a choice. It's built that way. Like it's built that way. It's sort of like us eating a burger and like feeling like, man, I didn't want a cow to die. It's sort of like that. Entities that be imagined as cousin rulers are nothing but ad exchange. And keep in mind, this all happened to me. This whole experience happened to me in a meditation. Could be in a dream-like state. Could all just be delusion. Could be manipulation even. I don't know. So that I'll tell this story and perpetuate some agenda that I'm not even attached to, you know. But I was definitely attached, or you could say this one was attached to me, we'll say. An emperor cannot be nothing without peasants to bend. A god is nothing without trembling knees hitting dirt. The mighty are parasites pretending to be free while they rot in a prison of reliance. Yeah, it's weird to me that the mighty get off on tormenting the lesser. Why don't the mighty get off on helping the lesser? Isn't that weird? Why are the mighty always nasty or evil by default? Give me freedom in the multidimensional way. Any day I'll take my chances. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm hoping for with my hopium joint. Ask saying that when I die and leave this fucking shithole reality, that I enter a sort of create my own realm reality. My only fear in that scenario is that where is my energy or existence located? And what has access to me while I'm in my realms? Do I not have access to anybody else ever? Will I never experience one other living soul outside of a created character in my own imagination? If that's true, I don't want that either. I don't want only realms that I created. That would be weird. I mean, would that be maybe that would be a better existence than what I have now? I don't know, but I don't know if I would want that all the time. Would you guys be okay with that? Even as a recluse, I don't know if I would never want to experience another soul. Chained to the same infernal system that feeds them. Why do you think gods can be so? I basically answered this question already. A god or goddess cannot be such without having you bend down to them. Basically, it is a slave to your worship. It needs you to believe in it. That's exactly it. That's actually interesting, Basin. The way you said that, that's interesting. Yeah, the truth is the Joker loves Batman and Batman loves the Joker. They can't live without one another. I need you. Remember that shit when he was saying that shit to Batman? I fucking love you without you. Yeah, gods are the same way. The gods don't worship us, but they need us to worship them to feel important. That's creepy. I always say any entity that needs you to go, oh, you're so special and grovel at its ankles is a creep. That's weird. That's creepy. That's what you want? Lesser entities going, oh, you're so special. That's weird, dude. You're a creep. I'm very picky to which souls I invite in my life. You seem to be open to many types of souls, Chris. That's good, but that's not me anymore. I'm open to most all of them. Maybe a little too open. I see suffering souls. I feel bad for them. You know, even people I wouldn't necessarily get along with, I sort of get along with them because I know they're in a position where nobody gets along with them probably. Like, yeah, I'm sympathetic and empathetic, and it's stupid to be that way, to be honest with you. And in this reality, it's admirable, but it's you suffer a lot being that way. Like, that's probably what was wrong with people like Robin Williams or whatever. Like, I think he was just an empath. He felt people suffering. He couldn't take that shit. How you doing, Assume Self? And like Assume Self, when I did her character, like look at her thumbnail. That's all I know. It's a redheaded female. Like turn that into a monster, so it like makes versions of that. You know. And V's, I said, like, what can I say about V? She's an angel. She's sweet. They made her like her tough form, like a big giant angel. People love to take advantage of that. Hi, fellow sufferer. I'm blonde. V, are you really? Can I be honest? I gotta be honest with you. So I didn't picture you as blonde. It's weird. I pictured you as like sort of like mixed or like Mediterranean or Cuban or something like that with very curly like brunette hair. I don't know why I pictured you that way, but you did mine. I missed it. Oh yeah, I did it. I did basically everybody's. If you watch my channel, you're probably in my fucking subscriber special. I ended up doing like fucking 40 different people or something. Chris, do you ever think of doing a gaming channel? You could make a lobby where all us truthers could hang out and play together. So what do you mean, on YouTube? Or probably on Twitch or something like that? I'm sort of out of savings, so I've got to sort of plug back into the matrix here. Maybe if it started making like decent money or something like instantly, but nah, I'm probably gonna have to get into the matrix here soon. Ask Krakistan. Haha, blonde with brown eyes, light skin, wavy hair. What in the world? Well, V, you sound physically as beautiful as you are character-wise. What the hell was I supposed to say? Characterly? Characterly? How I would have said that shit, but I actually have wavy hair. Like hella wavy. Like it don't look good type of wavy. Okay, so my hair on a woman, I would love it. That would be my favorite hair, but on a man, it don't look good, bro. I know I've already mentioned that before, but I bow only down to people who cook lasagna for me. I ain't bowing down to shit. I ain't bowing down to no motherfucking buddy. And if somebody bowed down to me, I'd kick them in the head for being so stupid. Dark blonde, green eyes. Oh my goodness! Everybody that watches my channel is a super babe. What's going on here? What up, one of you? Another blonde in the house. You're welcome, love. I got a giant afro, but it just ain't on top of my head. Oh my god, you guys are fucking killing me right now, bro. Bald woman be your best queens? Hell no. I mean, I've been called a MILF. Oh my goodness. And you know what? And people are going to watch my stream and go, look, Chris is always talking about horny stuff, or Chris is always horny. He's like, I'll bring this shit up. I ain't know you're talking about this shit, but it comes up. But it's funny. I mean, we're all adults. But bald woman? Hell no. I mean, I've seen some gorgeous bald women, but now, if I get to choose, hell no. Long, thick, wavy hair actually is my favorite, my personal favorite. On a black woman or a mixed woman, I like where they have that like feathered looking afro. That's my favorite, dude. That looks beautiful. When they do that, where it's like feathered looking, and it just looks like a soft afro. That's my favorite look on a black or colored woman, you could say. What if are you blonde too? I'm blondish in summer and more dark-haired in winter. Ooh, Chaco changes, bro. Chaco's got double the fucking character everybody else does. He's this way indoors, then he goes outdoors, and this dude's totally different. Unbelievable. Look at this dude, bro. Y'all are showing off now. Why y'all showing off? I'm glad y'all are all beautiful, though. I noticed that it was weird when I was like, yo, I want some of y'all to send me, what I say, like, I want to see what my subscribers look like. And just, I don't know, maybe I'm nosy. I don't know. I just want to put a face to the people I communicate with every day. Is that fucking okay? Like, but every one of my subscribers was a fucking handsome person or a beautiful girl. Every one of my subscribers was attractive. And I don't know why I say that's. Well, I do know why I say that's surprise. I just the way most of us talk, I pictured us as like this fucking dungeon, fucking like dude with like long oily hair that hasn't showered into. I just pictured like goblins or something. I don't know. But now everybody's like attractive. I'm like, what the hell? Look at all these pretty ass motherfuckers, man. Shit. My face is in my profile. Is that you, Ash Krakistan? I can't really see it. It almost looks like it looks like what's that dude's name? Ernest. Ernest goes to jail. It almost looks like Ernest with a big beard and a baseball cap or something. I can't really tell what's going on. So I mean, it's only this fucking big. I mean, yeah, I can't. I got a big screen too. I can't really tell what's going on. Chaco looks like it. That's Chaco. Chaco looks like a pretty boy in his shit. Look at this dude. Got his little flow hot. What is going on? No, the best that we shall do is hearing each other's voices, no face. Basin, I bet you're handsome too, motherfucker. Ernest? No, I'm kidding. Oh, that ain't you, bro. Damn. For a second, I was like, dude, then the character I made for him probably really was fucking cool looking, man. Damn. Ernest. You remember that dude? Ernest goes to jail. Ernest, I can't remember his name. He's like, he just makes weird facial expressions and shit. Damn, I'm getting kind of hungry. It's only like 2:30, but I've been awake since early today. Hella early. I've actually been struggling lately, man. I don't know. I thought I was past like a lot of, because there was a moment there where I thought, God damn, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good lately. Like, what's going on? Like, and I was feeling really good for a minute, but then just started feeling like shit again out of nowhere. Nothing happened. Just, I'm like, oh, I guess it's just, that's the way it's got to be. My brain will decide, Chris, you're feeling too good today. I'm going to project chemicals into our blood system that make you feel like shit because, well, we're always searching for a better place to be. The brain makes no sense. It only makes sense if you look at it as a tool that torments the individual. Like, seriously, like a smart calculator that's attached to your body that knows if you're having too much enjoyment and fucks it up after that. Like, bro, I would get abused as a kid. I'd get abused or see abuse or live in fear every fucking day of abuse. And instead of having like a beautiful dream, like instead of when I'm going to sleep, which is like really my only escape from the reality, instead of my brain like creating like a beautiful angel, like cuddling me and holding me and like telling me, you know what I'm saying? No, don't do that, V, because that like, yeah, those are traumas. Those are traumas. So when you do that, thank you. I appreciate it. But it really, it makes me want to cry when you do that because I'm still traumatized. I'm experiencing your apology as a 5 or 6 year old baby. So it's hard for me. But you're all pretty motherfucker. Truth there is. Yeah, we're all the most prettiest motherfuckers in this reality. But you would think my brain would have created a loving situation. If I'm dreaming now, like, man, treat this kid good. But no, I'd have nightmares, constant nightmares, being tormented, ripped apart, demons eating my guts for fun. Yeah, like aliens like reaching into my guts and going like this while they pick me up. And I'm like being picked up, like, oh, my guts are like being moved around. Just, I used to have all these fucking weird ass nightmares, falling, and falling. Sometimes, goddamn, just so fucking tired of falling, wishing that I would hit the ground in some of them nightmares, just over and over again. I'm commenting stuff, but it keeps getting deleted by YouTube. I'm sorry, David. How you been, dude? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hungry over here as well. Yeah, man, I'm fucking. What I'm really in the mood for is pizza, to be honest, bro. I want some Sicilian fucking supreme pizza. That's what I want. But unfortunately, the pizza place where I used to get pizzas from all the time, I've been supporting this pizza place for like 25 fucking years now. Uh, they got completely destroyed during the flood. Just their whole business was underwater, and they've been renovating since. That sucks, but and man, the other pizza places around here are garbage, bro. Them motherfuckers taste like shit. So I've just been looking forward to a goddamn Gianni's pizza. That's what I want. I want a motherfucking Gianni's pizza. But that's all good. I appreciate the V. Thank you. I went through hell. I mean, everybody that watches this knows what happened to me. And if you guys care about me or love me, and you feel bad, just I'm past it. Like I'm past it. I would get emotional talking about it again. I was traumatized as a baby. So of course I can't. I'm emotionally reacting to it as a 3 or 4 or 5 year old when I'm thinking about these things. I don't like going back there. It just hurts me. Don't even. Man, I wish I was having an Italian anything right now. Fucking ravioli, a pizza, lasagna, just Italian foods. I gotta admit it. I mean, I'm Greek and I love my food, but man, Italians, they got it, bro. I gotta give it to them. Italians, you guys win, bro. You win, motherfuckers. I've eaten macaroni and cheese and a couple of pieces of hot dogs right now. Fucking amazing. That's funny. Don't want to eat all the time. Bro, you guys got to admit, life is so fucked up that in a weird way, it almost is kind of funny. I mean, I'm sorry. Anyway, don't want to eat the whole time. Guess I need the final solution from it. I'm having to tell you, I wish. I got broken up with a week ago, so it's been shittier than usual. Laugh out loud, but just moving forward and distracting myself through making music. Fuck yeah, David. Are you using Suno to make music? You want to make a song with me, bro? We can make one. Just email me. Email me the story, and then I can use AI to make it, or email me the lyrics, and I can do that. Or if you're an actual, like, if you play instruments, I could take a guitar riff you make or a drum thing you make and make whole songs out of it with the AI thing. But if that's what you're using, you already know what I'm talking about. But I'm sorry that happened to you, but maybe it's for the best. We love you, Chris. You're one of the best people. And thank you, V. I appreciate that, love. Thanks, V. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate that. I'm like to all you. Thank you, Chaco. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Italian food, but this crepe is good. Really? I fucking love Italian. I mean, all the different piles. I mean, they know how to make food. Like, I got to give it to them. I don't know of another. Well, I'll say when I'm eating Vietnamese, I think it's the best food in the world. When I'm eating fucking Thai, I think it's the best food in the world. When I'm eating, there's a lot of good food, but man, when it comes to like meals wise, like man, them Italians don't fuck around, bro. They got that shit on lock. How are we doing after the recent huge psyop via another transformer having an obvious scripted death with too many indicators of his supposed shooter being found in 33 hours? What a shit show. I think that every one of those events is scripted and mathematical, proving to us this is a simulation. And the way that it's all scripted like that was laid out by the gamers that played everybody during that scenario to show us that they control our lives. I want to be able to judge this for myself. I need to cook something. Well, thank you, V. Chinese, bro, or Mexican. Yeah, I've had some bad experiences with Chinese. Probably 3 different times in my life I got food poisoning from Chinese food. So it's just like, ugh. It left a bad taste in my mouth, no pun intended. Or a good German place. I send you a huge German hug, Chris. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate that, dude. Indian food is my favorite. Indian food's very good. I kind of like biryani or whatever. Y'all making me, yeah, for real, too. Me, I'm about to just go get a goddamn human burger. I'm sorry, a McDonald's burger, just because honestly, that's probably all I can afford right now. I'm more of Tex-Mex, Vietnamese food kind of guy. Tex-Mex, what's that? I know Mex is Mexican. Tex-Mex, Vietnamese. Vietnamese is very good. Being allergic to tomatoes makes Italian a hard pass for me. What? Oh my God, T, you're allergic to tomatoes. God, Lee. Yeah, that would make almost every Italian dish fucking. Damn, that sucks, bro. You could do chicken marsala. You could do a chicken marsala, but damn, you just got rid of everything. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I got some lamb and potatoes over here, lots of onions and garlic. Need to mix that stuff together. I'm not a huge fan of lamb. Like we got a few lamb steaks the other night and ham, and they're just too fatty. They're too fatty. You just said the same. Yeah, we sure did, V. We lined up. V, I think you're actually a Scorpio. I think your mom lied to you. She fucking lied to you with the birth certificate. They made a mistake. You were actually born in November. I know a Scorpio when I see one. When I'm munching down a Vietnamese, dude, I'm fucking hungry now. Why are y'all talking about food? My understanding and stance on veganism is if I'm participating in the enslaving and exploiting and killing animals as a living entity, then I have no right to complain when people are treated the same. I agree with that sentiment, T, but I went vegan for 3 months and nothing changed. They just kept killing cows and pigs and chickens and everything. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. They're all going to die anyways. In a weird way, you could say, you could argue if you don't eat that meat, they will have died in vain and their flesh will go to waste. I love Pluto opposite my sun. Or I have Pluto opposite my sun. I don't know what that means, V. It definitely proves how everything is scripted and with all the geometry. Ooh, I'm having gas up in this hood. All the gematria connections too, simulations / soul trap theories definitely make sense. Just hope there is an exit. If so, I shall find it. I don't think there is vegan, unfortunately. It's the living being exploited as above, so below. So wait, T, so what do you like? If you don't like Italian, you like what? Vietnamese, you said? Oh, Mexican, Vietnamese. What's Tex-Mex? That's what I was wondering about that you never answered me. What the fuck is Tex-Mex mean? Pluto is a ruler planet of Scorpio. Oh, Pluto rules over me? That's weird that you said. I always thought that was the most, if planets ever existed, but when I was a kid, I always used to think Pluto was the most interesting planet because they said it was the furthest planet away from the sun, and it's so cold and it's dark all the time there. And I just thought, oh, what a lonely planet, you know? No fire, no trees, no ice, no crystals, no nothing, just loneliness all by itself. And it's right across from my sun core essence. Whoa. So even though we're not both Scorpios, all of our suns and moons and stuff are all homies. So it still works out. Doesn't matter what others do, it matters what I do. That's absolutely true, T. Without question. It doesn't matter what other motherfuckers do. It doesn't matter what other motherfuckers think about what you do. It only matters what you do. Scares the shit out of me. Pluto has to do with trauma and abuse. Oh, great. What a dickhead planet. Well, it sounds abused. Look, doesn't it? It looks like the child that nobody wanted, left out in the abyss all by its lonesome in the darkness to suffer in the cold. Sounds like an abused child planet. No, it pays someone to kill it for you, and someone will eat the meat, bacteria, soil, whatever. Trying to apply Stenson in this world is a bitch. Yeah, dude, trying to be this righteous avenger in a hell realm is silly, to be honest with you, T. I do make a nightshade-free tomato sauce. Oh, Tex-Mex is the best. It's Mexican food, but a little Americanized. Oh, okay. Like toppings and refinements, like proper foods. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like I like Mexican food, but really I like the American version of Mexican food, or I like this. We don't even eat the real shit most of the time. Talking stuff we see, like Mexican street food. There was a Thai place that was a food truck near here that was actually pretty good. Their Penang red sauce was pretty decent. Tomatoes. Any of you ever just wake up on certain days and decide to LARP around as a completely different character just to mess with the Matrix? Now, I've thought about doing that. Well, you could say I've sort of dipped into doing that while I'm out and about as Cracks. Have you done that? I've always said be careful with that because plenty of celebrities have sort of lost their minds doing that, or actors. People that, what's it called? Where you, method actors. They take on the role of the character like permanently while they're playing in it. Like they actually lose themselves a lot of times. That happened to Charles Manson. It happened to Jim Carrey. It happened to a bunch of people. That's why certain actors can't do it for so long. What's his name's a method actor. The best actor I've ever seen. Well, one of them, Daniel Day-Lewis, is a method actor, but he had to quit acting I'm pretty sure he's like hailed as a great actor. He is. If you ever seen Gangs of New York, that's the dude that played the Butcher. That motherfucker's a great actor. Pluto is the coolest planet, but it's scary as hell. If I were to say a cool planet, I would say Saturn's pretty cool because it's got rings. It's like no other planet has rings. It's like, what the fuck? This motherfucker's got rings floating around. I'm a Gemini. V. Yeah, V's into the... She says... V swears by it that it's super accurate. Other people be like, no, that's mumbo jumbo. Say animals still die, so I ate them. It's like saying I stopped paying rent, but the Matrix will charge me, or souls still get trapped, so I might as well sign another contract. Yeah, you have a point. That's a good point. Thank goodness we don't eat the real stuff. Can you imagine having real Chinese food like that? Who said that, bro? That was V. Oh my God, V. I can't believe you said that. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's possession. Yeah. So the way they describe it is that when they take on the character of another person for a longer period of time, that they sort of lose themselves. That they start questioning, like, well, who am I then? Because like if I take on this role, I start to believe I'm this person. Who was I? Yeah, that's right. You're a character that plays a scripted character. That's what they realized, but didn't realize. Anyways, Saturn is father time. I feel like Saturn's the most evil one, but I'm saying if I looked at it like objectively from a, I would say, oh, Saturn's cool, right? It's got rings. It's unique. It has to do with restriction. Doesn't it also got like multiple moons even? It's the ruler of this planet. Oh, no. But yeah, if you got rings around you, that sort of indicates you're in prison, doesn't it? Like it's surrounded, right? So it's all interesting, but trust me, it's real. It is accurate, but not to me. But V, everybody that's into it, they can't use it practically, can they? Like, give me an example of using it in real life to make life work or better, or it is accurate, but not the mainstream version of astrology. It's your code. Apparently dogs taste nasty. My mate had some in Asia. Ugh. I think we've all had some, as Greg said, or if not dogs, at least cats. It's true. If you've had Chinese fast food, you may have had squirrel, cat, Fucking duck. You may have had all kinds of weird shit, but it's true. Oh, I'd have to read your entire chart, the sun sign. That's what it says. Why is it got to be so complicated? You can't just be like, Chris, on March 27th, play the fucking lottery and you will win. Chris, on November 1st, ask the first pretty woman you see out on a date and she's worth millions and she's going to love you forever. You know, saying, I need to know some shit. Do me, V. We need to bring back 80s cultural humor. How was 80s humor? I was born in 83, so I was in the 80s for 7 years, but I did grow up on a lot of 80s movies. Those are some of my favorite movies. Soon gets me. Haha. Exactly. Uranus also has a ring. Oh, Ass Crackistan had to go there, bro. Well, on the 12 months calendar system, Aquarius. What astrology at, Chris? What do you mean? What astrology? T is an Aquarius like PK. I get along with Aquariuses for some reason. They always click with me. Skiro, let me know when you're bored enough and feel like doing that. Because we're on Earth, Chris. What's going on? I'm out of the loop. I'm confused now. Here's how you use it. You make big decisions on certain days or months or avoid making changes during certain times, like don't quit your job until a certain planet has moved. Oh, so if you go against what the script says, it doesn't work out as well, then that proves we're not scripted. But then astrology itself sort of proves that we're all scripted. I don't understand. I can run yours if you want at Chaco. Shit, I asked for one. And now Chaco's getting one? No. V, you gotta tell me which date I'm supposed to play the motherfucking lottery. And then help Chaco. Well, astrology might have to do with... Actually, right now, the Chat GTP thing can do all the astrology I ever wanted to do, like instantly. Like, V, if you told me to ask it the right question, I could probably ask it and it would do all the work for you in about a 0.millisecond. You've already run mine? Well, tell me when to play the lottery. Please, I need something. Help, please. ChatGPT can't do it the same. What? It's not good. I've tried it. Opening and closing those connections with those signals and thought forms, /angels. What the fuck is going on? Fuck. This shit ain't real. Pay attention to Uranus and Venus. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure Chat GPT uses the wrong charts and stuff. Don't know. Let's try it. Well, give me something to ask it. Somebody that knows their shit, and we'll see. We'll test it. I'll test that motherfucker right now. Twins come. No, I didn't. Think about this. Twins separate at birth, grow up marrying. Oh, yeah. People with the same names, smoke the same brands. I've seen that shit. Drive the same cars. Yeah, they both have 3 kids. Both of them name their kids the same. I know. It's crazy. It's like, what the fuck? How the fuck? Well, because this reality is scripted. But I don't know if it's connected to the stars. I think the stars are like, I don't know what they are. Assumed gets me. Listen to her, Chris. Why? So, V, I'm not listening to you saying it, but I'll listen to Assumed. Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I'm out of, dude. I don't even know what's going on in chat anymore. The exact time I was born, I get close. Mine was around 2:30, I think, p.m. 2:30 p.m. Their astrology goes around 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. Yep, the exact time. It's timestamp when you popped out. Stars are emitting something. No, it's not the stars, it's code. It's the code of the simulation. Yeah, but why is the code no. So V, if it was code of the simulation, that's unseen. These things are like glowing fucking dots out there. That's more. It's if it is code of the simulation, it's more than that. There's something else going on. Why is there a glowing dot out there? So might as well be thought demons. All right, what astrologer is going to test this thing? Let me find that motherfucker. All right, cheap GPTs. Trending astrology birth chart GPT. Start chat. All right, what could I ask this thing? What could I ask this thing to test its abilities? Get off my screen, you silly fucking Discord. How dare you? All right. I sounded like Paul for a second there. You guys remember Paul? I remember Paul. That son of a bitch. He was the fucking... Oh, yeah, we talked about Paul in the last stream, didn't we? Goddamn piano savant. Yeah, that's what it is, T. It's a light bulb projection or something. Yeah, they're all projecting this reality, all them lights. This reality is a goddamn hologram. This chat is going too fast. Yeah, it is. It's going pretty fast. There's 23 people, but everyone's talking, so it's good. It's entertaining. You need the exact time you find it in your birth chart. Nobody can tell me what to ask you, astrology birth chart GPT. So what would I ask it, V? How would I word it? Let's say I want to look up T. What am I saying here? What do I say? You need I need the exact time. So does anybody know the exact time they were born? Into hell? December night, 30 minutes past midnight. If I was born December 9th, 30 minutes past midnight, where does that place my moons and stars and all that shit? I'm going to test this mug. Oh, I need your birth year and your exact place of birth. December 9th. Oh, I didn't put your year. Chaco, what's your whole shit? What could I say? So, Chaco, if you want me to read you, I can, but I need your birth date, your birth year, where you were born exactly, and then I can do it. But I still want to do somebody's because I want V to be able to say, well, that's not good, or I want somebody that knows this shit. Different numbers of birth could mean completely different readings. Why is this shit gotta be so complicated? Oh, run Chaco's chart. All right. So December 9th, 30 minutes past midnight, Berlin time, born in Germany. Oh, what's his birth year? I don't know his year still. Could you let me know the year he was born? What year were you born, Chaco? You guys aren't good at doing this. What the fuck's going on? You guys have become the Truman Show. You fucking characters. You're all fucked up right now. You're all letting the mind virus invade your fucking minds. I don't know why. I'm just really in the mood for caramel-filled chocolates for some reason. Not the like thick Snickers kind of caramel, the oozy kind of runny kind. Okay, I don't want the dead. Oh, T. Yeah, T, because the government doesn't have all that data on you right now, anyways. Probably stored in like 1,000 different hard drives. Your data is probably stored in some hard drive in China somewhere, bro. Have you read the Quran and are you familiar with Islam? Are you asking me that, Stick? No, I've never read that. I never read any book. I can't. Please don't dox yourselves. Not the good. The stars seemingly has an effect on our biological programming. It's the scammer shit I'm not wanting to get. Okay, so I'll do me. Let's see about somebody born November 17th, 1983 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania around 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Jesus, criminy fucking crickets. Go ahead, I don't care. Here's the birth chart breakdown. My sun in Scorpio, 8th house. Your sun shows your core essence with Scorpio energy in the 8th house. This is an intensely transformative placement. You are naturally magnetic, deeply intuitive, and drawn to the mysteries of life, psychology, healing, and even the occult. The 8th house emphasizes, sounds like me so far, but the 8th house emphasizes themes of shared resources, intimacy, and rebirth. You'd likely go through many phases of transformation in your lifetime. Yep. Shedding old skins and emerging stronger. Yep. About once or twice a week. Moon in Aries, 1st house, your emotional world. Moon is fiery and independent. In Aries, you feel things quickly and act on instinct. I would agree with that. Placed in your 1st house, your feelings are very visible to others. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Okay, yep. This thing's very accurate. Whatever. It goes on and on. I mean, this thing gave me a huge fucking, if I had to read it, I'd be here for 20 minutes. I mean, it's telling me all this shit about me. Saturn in Scorpio, 7th house. Jupiter in Sagittarius, 9th house in domicile. Mars in Virgo, 6th house. Venus in Libra, 6th house. Is there any 11th house? Oh, Saturn in Scorpio. Yeah, that's a 7th house. Oh, and then it gives me a summary. Summary of your energy. Your chart is incredibly dynamic, intense Scorpio depth, bold Aries individuality, and expansive Sagittarius visions. You are a truth seeker, healer, and transformer with strong leadership qualities. Relationships play a karmic role in your life, pushing you to grow and evolve. You're someone who dives deep, but also has the courage and independence to start fresh when needed. Your biggest gifts are your resilience, vision, and ability to inspire others with your passion, raw authenticity. That sounds like pretty accurate to me. Anyways, you guys definitely heard that one. Did you guys hear that pop? I mean, the mic had to pick that one up. Did you guys hear that crackle pop just now? You had to hear it. If this mic didn't pick that up, then these sounds have a way to mask themselves. Well, you guys didn't hear it. That's crazy. That one was loud. Sounds like it sounds like something's flicking the fucking wall or the fucking, it sounds like electrical pops or something. It's been happening to me for years. I don't know. They're probably trying to cook my fucking brains with 5G towers or something. I do know Dr. Marzinski had an experience where when he was dealing with the schizophrenic, where the voices sort of made themselves visible and they, to him, sounded like an arc welder, which sort of sounds like these electrical pops. They don't sound that powerful. Like arc welders are fucking loud. I mean, it almost sounds like gunshots going off, but they're pretty loud enough to hear. Chris has done the Pluto Scorpio in his chart. Yes, they mess with electricity. Yeah, something with electricity is going on. It's either entities or technologies, something. What does that mean? V, that there's a lot of Plutos and Scorpios in my chart. Is that a good thing? Oh no, you guys are talking to each other. I'm sorry. I thought sometimes I don't see those at symbols. He's a transformer LGBT. Yeah. Hey, ask Krakistan, bro. At this point, I ain't had coochie in so long, I might settle the fucking guy. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I might switch it up. Hey, Chris, switch up the life script. Go and have some wild gay sex. It's okay. It's okay, Chris. It's your chart. Haha. So if you were to see, so V, if you seen my chart, the way that it's built or whatever, would you look at it and go, oh, this person's going to be cool, or this person's going to be an asshole, or I ain't going to get along with this motherfucker, or man, this is the type of person that I would get along with right here. I used to affect my earphones, when I used to get into super deep, high vibration meditations, like they would crackle, malfunction, pop, and so on. Really? Really? I would meditate with headphones all the time, and I never got that. I saw trauma with your father. Oh, no. And the moon in opposite Pluto, too. The moon is your mother. Yep. What up, my Osric? And the ruler of the fourth is in the eighth. Email me. I give you my deeds, and we see your mastery of the stars. Fourth, V, T wants your mastery. Fourth is home. Eighth is the house of Scorpio. Abuse in the home. Yep. It wasn't a good experience watching my brothers get fucking pummeled by a very violent and powerful, aggressive man. My dad was super strong. He was super strong. He was built different. He was like me, sort of. He didn't look, well, my dad was a fit guy. Like, he looked fit. Man, he was strong as a fucking ox, man. He was strong as a fucking ox. It would only happen if I was intensely in the deepest of what felt like the purest meditation. So really? So ask Craig, do you think that it's doing something with the technology, or do you think you're experiencing something internally that sounds like crackling technology? I hope your script is going okay today. Me too. The Demon Slayer. What up, Demon Slayer? Greetings. Finally caught you live. Much love. How you doing, brother? I enjoy your channel. I see your posts and shit. That fucking creepy boy Steven. That dude's such a fucking pathetic weirdo, dude. That dude tormented me for years in emails, bro. And I still always left that avenue open for communication. I didn't just block him or whatever, because I didn't want the excuse. I wanted him to say something of substance, but he just couldn't muster it up in his little shrunken ass fucking psychotic little stupid boy brain. But you should check out your dad's chart too. It might be interesting. I actually don't know my dad's birthday off the top of my head. I'd have to call one of my brothers and see if they knew his fucking birthday. No, he was what was he? He was March 3rd, I think. Or no, March 29th. No. That's Tom. I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't know my father's birthday. I had a reading done by Lolita Caroli. Some may know of her. I'm going to compare it to ChatGPT now. Yes, he's mental. Shouldn't be outside of asylum. Yeah, that dude's a weirdo. Total weird, hateful, nasty, fucking psychotic weirdo. And he did all that to me, attacked me and abused me and all this shit and threatened me and basically stalked me, like tried to be a stalker, creepy boy, even though I was like, yo, come and see me, my dude. If you're such a tough guy and I'm such a pussy, I'll come and prove it. But you know how that conversation went. But he's just a weirdo. And it all over me being subscribed to a channel he didn't like. Or he's saying I defended him. I defended this other channel. It's like, what are you talking? What channel? It ended up being a channel I wasn't even that huge of a fan of or whatever, but I only need your date and time of birth along with the broad location. I would do something with the technology. I sometimes think it was to distract me and take me out of deep meditation state, but it may also be something to do with the fact that we are energy. Stephen talked shit about Lolita. Ain't that the lady you said you just went and seen or something? Well, that weirdo talks shit about everybody, and also slows down videos of me licking my lips, talking about I have a lizard tongue when I obviously don't. The guy's a fucking mental case. Some fake astrologers. My mother passed away, and he sent me an email saying he was glad she's dead. Flush this whore down the toilet, like all this, just saying the worst shit you could say to another human being. Like literally the worst things you could imagine saying to another person, this dude has said to me. Guarantee you he wouldn't say it in person. I guarantee you he would not say them things to me in person. Some fake astrologers are using AI now and making a shit ton of money with fake readings. I ran my chart on several AIs and they were all wrong. Really? Wrong placements, aspects, and transits. My church, let me know when you're up to it. You really need to know astrology AI isn't reliable. Oh, so the one it did for me, that didn't add up to what you seen when you looked up me or whatever? We were discussing if ARX channel had any merit on what does and doesn't make sense about his channel, regardless of his criminal past, and stalker just dug into you and were just died. And we were just digesting info. We were not promoting shit. Yeah, I want to promote. It was what's his name? The dude that sounds like Scooby Doo or whatever. Archaics. It was Archaics. I was subscribed to Archaics. Okay, so I was subscribed to Archaics. This is how the whole shit happened. And not because I watched his channel. Actually, even back then, I was saying, I'm not really into this guy's channel, but a lot of the people that watch my channel were saying, oh, check him out. I think he's got a lot of truth. He's saying that this may be a simulation. So I subscribed to him so that people could use my channel as an avenue to get to his channel. Well, this dude, I guess, was a rapist or something when he was a teenager. He did some shit, did his time, blah, blah. And this dude's like, you're subscribed to him. You're defending him. What's crazy, though, is I actually didn't even know. I didn't have my subscribers visible at the time. I had to turn that option on. So you actually couldn't get to his channel through my channel anyways, which even throws more stupidity on the whole situation. But yeah, he started attacking me because of that, because I was subscribed to somebody I didn't even watch, actually, which is crazy. You're still here, strong and amazing. You won. Absolutely. I'm not going to lose to some fucking parasitic fucking agent. I would shit on that kid's fucking chest in front of his mama. I kind of feel left out that I didn't get roasted by Steven yet. I must not have made it as a truther yet. Oh, do you make content? Asked Krakistan. Yep. And I have to check out. I have to check again, Chris. That was very high level, Chris. There are asteroid readings, all sorts of shit that feeds into it all. What the hell? YouTube apparently didn't like my 80s humor suggestion. Oh, no, I seen that one. I commented on that one, didn't I? Bro, that dude Dwayne was unreal. There's some people in this reality that can do shit so good that it almost seems unbelievable. It almost seems unbelievable. It's like, how's that even possible, motherfucker? That's not even possible what you just did. Anyway, I don't know how the motherfucker used to do it. I'm not getting pretty close, but no, I can't get close. This bowl ain't shit. I'd have to be able to clear 4 of these bowls to do what Dwayne would do in one hit. It was so crazy. I'd just never seen anything like that. He wasn't even a big dude. It's like, man, how the fuck do you even have that much lung capacity? How the fuck can one dude clear a bowl that 4 people would get 2 big rips off of? Maybe even pass it to a 5th, and he might get a rip off it before it was cashed. But one motherfucker could do it all in one hit. It's like, dude, you just added up to like fucking 16 human lungs, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't even make sense, but he would do it right in front of me, like every time. I'm like, how's this possible? Crazy. I just don't get it. Never seen anything like that in my life, bro. I've heard stories. Oh, one time, the reason they called him Dimebag Darrell is because one time he smoked a whole dime bag joint in one hit or something. That was like the theory or whatever behind Dimebag or something like that. I don't know. But personally I've seen some weird motherfuckers do some weird shit, bro. Yeah, this is a pussy bowl. Dwayne would have cleared that with half a fucking breath. Is it beyond human? Oh no, yeah, I seen that comment one of you. I even said like, I don't really remember 80s too much. I grew up in them a little bit. I mean, I was born in 83, so when I was turning 8, it was already in the 90s, you know. But I mean, I kind of grew up in the 80s, but I did watch a lot of 80s movies. So I guess you could say I probably would like 80s humor. Those are some of my favorite movies, or movies from the 80s. But I'm probably going to wrap this one up, guys. I got really hungry like an hour ago when you guys were talking about all that fucking food. And then it kind of went away, but now I'm getting a little hungry again. So I'm going to wrap this one up and go and eat some poor slaughtered, murdered animal. Probably. Poor bastard. That's dark, dude. It is dark. Imagine your body being consumed by other entities. And it's going to happen to all of us. We all die at the end of the day. This shit's fucking crazy. This reality's crazy. This reality's actually a crazy reality. So humans probably would struggle to keep sanity in it outside of, delusions. You would either have to be deluded, living in a mental cartoon, or going insane. It's already happening to us, Chris. It's like giving the okay for it to happen to us since we're okay with it being done to other beings. That's the way that I see it. I sort of see it that way too, T, but yeah, I still like me a double cheeseburger. A sheep will die either from old age or being slaughtered. This is true. They die anyways. You playing the righteous role doesn't matter. But I do understand T's argument. Otherwise, we're no better than what torments us. Well, that's not true either, T. We're a lot better than what torments us, even if we eat a cheeseburger. We're subjected to the system of what's tormenting us, where we have to eat a cheeseburger. If we were in a system where it grew so many fresh fruits and vegetables that there was abundance, that you could go get food for free, that there was fruits and shit to eat everywhere, and nobody even had to eat a burger, I would be happy in that existence. I'm subjected to the slaughterhouse. I'm not going to change it with my personal decisions. Who has a Discord we can all connect in? Should I make one? I've never done that. I have a Discord. You guys can go on my Discord. I barely ever, I get on Discord and answer to people's messages, but I don't really get in Discord and talk that much anymore. But I've been meaning to create one for ages. She doesn't want to die is the difference. You can't save a life, only delay and prolong it. This is true. Eating a deer that dies naturally is vegan or accidentally killed by a car. I tried vegan for a while also, and once a week I would have a burger and feel better. Yeah. For me personally, beef is one of the only things that really satiates my hunger. I could eat salads all day and stay hungry. I didn't design the avatar. I didn't design the realm where things eat other things' bodies. I didn't do any of that. I'm subjected to it. Me going, oh, if I was going to be Mr. Righteous, I would just go and sit on the beach and stop eating, and I would just sit there until I died, because that would be my best protest back against a reality that I don't agree with at all. I don't agree with eating the animals or this and that, but I don't agree with anything in this fucking reality. If I was going to be a truly righteous guy, again, I would just go and sit there and wait until I died of starvation. But no, I'm in the hell realm. And when I eat a cheeseburger, I feel satiated and I'm good until the next day. It's unfortunate. I don't like the idea of eating another ground up dead animal, but it helps me. My money isn't going to things that kill for meat or dairy by choosing to eat different. I'm not here to preach or defend, let's just explain. But what are you doing? What are you accomplishing by living that way, T? That's what I'm wondering. What do you get out of that? Do you feel like more righteous or like a better person every day? You know, the dude next to you still eating a cheeseburger from a cow that was going to get killed anyways. I know you're saying your argument is, well, I'm not feeding that machine. I'm not giving into it. So I feel exempt from it, but it's still happening. It's still happening. So what do you get by not giving into it? There's nothing you really get. It's not like you advance or you level up or something good happens. You stay in this shithole where everything around you is dying anyways. Even if you eat a salad, do you think that hundreds or thousands of bugs didn't die in the process of them gathering all them fruits and vegetables onto your plate? Oh yeah, there's things dying everywhere. Could be parasites that addicted, create burger addiction, parasite addiction. Or it could be that the human avatar is built to consume meat like a ravenous savage. Isn't that the way this reality is designed? T, I would go as far as saying consuming another human uh, while they're dying and terrified may even make you feel great. That's how dark this reality is. So, but I think we are the parasites. Again, that's why I choose veganism. Take care of everyone. Peace out, Chaco. I eat the fake burgers. Not impossible. Doctors don't save lives. It doesn't matter. T, if you eat a banana, an apple, a watermelon, things died getting you those fruits and vegetables. Doctors don't save lives. For example, chemo for cancer gives you a few more years to live, but more years of suffering before organ failure and death. But not always all the time. I'm doing less harm. Nothing do me. I just do what I do, causing less harm. Now, maybe more harm. Maybe actually more things die in the process of gathering fruits and vegetables, because the insects are a lot of insects and worms and just they're attracted to those things. Flying insects, they kill millions of them with the pesticides, and then on top of that, it's just the vehicles they drive, the walking to collect the. They probably smush them and mash them off in the process of getting all the things. They're probably crawling on them while they're gathering them. So many things are dying. It's just a death realm. We're in a death pit, dude. I'm doing less harm. You are doing less harm, T. I'm one person of less harm. I choose to try to transcend that. Reality is dark. I'm aware of bugs and all that. I also try to eat foods that have repellents, not pesticides. We can do it next time. We can leave it. Yeah, but I'm saying this righteous path that you're on, T. What are you doing? What I'm saying? What are you doing? Do you think that you're like? Are you religious still, or like do you think that God's waiting to see if you were a good boy, or intent and accepting, just consciously doing my part to do less harm, kindness thing? Oh, yeah. I understand that absolutely. You're a much kinder person than I am for being willing to eat the cows and stuff. I would agree with that. Oh, the stream stopped. I just don't want to be the reason anything else suffers. Yeah, me neither, T, but you will. Even if you eat just salads, you're going to be the reason. If it was brought to you, dude, even if you grew all this shit yourself in your backyard and purposefully like tried to brush away insects with like a little soft broom and stuff to not harm them, and even then you'd be hard pressed not to kill something. Yeah, I know it's weapon for me to like consuming it, you become it, you know? Well, I haven't become a cow yet. And by you being vegan, you haven't become free from slavery yet. So I guess it don't work. We're both in the same shithole. The guy that eats the burgers and the guy that avoids them. We're both still in the matrix. Would you press the button to destroy Earth? That's a hard question to answer. I don't know. I think about that sometimes because I've been asked it. It's a hard question to answer. So if there was a button that I could push that would fix Earth, I would push that button. If there's no fixing this reality, if this reality is the way it's always going to be, then I don't know, man. Can joy be had in this realm? Yes. If you're ignorant, yes. Is it worth destroying the whole fucking thing because I see it the way I see it? I don't know. I would say I'm not powerful enough to make that decision. My experience wasn't that great. Some people have a great one. I don't know. Life isn't hell for everybody. It's still what I do. I'm not hurting anything. Sure, it's sentient. Even if the body did need meat, fuck my needs then. That's what I'm saying, T. If you're going to be that way, then just go and fast until you just totally protest the evilness of this realm. Like, I'm not giving in to nothing no more. I'm going to go and just sit on the beach and smoke my joints until fucking old age gets me. Or old age. You're not going to live that long, but until starvation gets me, I meant. Because I'm protest. I'm done. I don't want to hurt nothing no more. I'm going to be a totally good boy against this evil matrix. Just go sit on the beach and wait to die. Like, well, what's stopping you? Because this whole reality is you destroying things. I haven't become a cow yet. I meant fear cows is fearful being slaughtered. We eat those chemicals. Yeah, that could be true. That could be the recurring recurring depression or medical depression. That could be what's happening. It could be from the meat. Maybe I'm eating their fucking terrified depression and misery, maybe. But I don't know. And no, actually, I did feel mentally better when I was vegan. That's true. I mean, I still was eating eggs. So I was vegan. I was only eating fruits and vegetables, but I was still eating eggs and dairy, milk, because I see those as gifts from animals where nothing dies anyways. But mentally, I did feel less depressed when I was vegan. That is true. Wait, this is going quick now. I was going to wrap this shit up, but we end up with more fear, keeping fear in the reality. I'm close to that point, Chris. Dairy causes acne, fucked my face up bad. Yeah, everybody reacts to things different. For me, also, dairy does put a high amount of pus or mucus or phlegm or whatever you want to call it into my body as well. All of a sudden, like I'll get a pimple on my nose, or it's not the healthiest thing in the world. But you also got to keep in mind too, that's processed milk. A lot of people that drink milk straight from the cow miss it when they don't have it anymore. That's vegetarian. Consider how everything that we relish comes at the expense of other beings. Yes, it does. The phones, the computers we are all using right now, built by people working and dying in dangerous mining factories. Yep. The calves are killed for milk, and the cows are forced pregnant and enslaved. That's why I don't do that. Again, T, if you're going to be that way in this hell realm, the only way to actually be that way is to totally protest. Like, there's just no way to be in between. In the old days, there was no factory farm. Like, if you're trying to be Mr. Righteous, I don't want to harm anything, you would literally have to go and live on a fucking island like Tom Hanks in Castaway and eat, I don't know, coconuts or something. No factory farm. Big ass mansion and skyscraper that you right now, once again built by hundreds of people dying from falling off such tall buildings. So maybe taking eggs and milk wasn't super harmful, still theft or something that belongs to the animal. That's how I see it. Yeah, I'm against this lithium shit. Definitely, definition of ignorance is do what you can. What up, Cosme? Cosme, I'm actually about to wrap up if you're just coming in now. But, I mean, there's 2 hours of shit to watch. But we should be okay with that if that's the case. No, I don't agree with that. I say that I would say I agree. I understand a lot of your arguments, T, but I sort of see them as childish or silly at this point. It's like, brother, you're in a fucking simulation. These animals that you're trying to be so savior of are probably NPCs, to be honest. I know that's dark and, nobody wants to live in that reality, but it's like, I don't know, dude. Acres, damn, I was late. Hope all's well with you, brother. Yeah, today everything's decent, man. Look at Biocrete in his thing, bro. That dude's jacked, bro. My dude Biocrete's rip. Every time you pay bills, loans, rent, whatever you pay for more war. Yep, more people. You literally can't buy anything without funding a murder machine. It's just like everything in this reality is completely corrupted. If you are going to go the righteous route, you literally would need to sit in a fucking beach somewhere and wait to die of starvation because, I don't know, it's silly to be that way, sort of, in a hell realm that's this chaotic. It's silly to be that way, but kudos to you for trying. I mean, I don't know. Again, I still don't know why you're trying. Why are you doing that? Like, again, are you going like the religious route? Like, oh, I'm trying to be good, or I'm just trying to be a nice guy? Because, again, they're all going to die, whether you do it or not. For you to really stop their deaths, you have to go and like start taking out like cow factories or something. Like, it's still this reality is not feeding it more what it wants. It's again, they're going to die anyways, T. It's like it wants me to cause harm. I don't really buy anything. It's programmed for you to cause harm. It's written into the thing. It's almost like what you're doing is like an alligator saying, I don't want to fucking pull anything else back in the water. I don't want to watch something else drown in front of me because of me. He's going to starve to death. He doesn't have a choice. And so it is up to you with some information to decide to stop participating in shit and the face of consequences. It's still me doing less harm regardless. Just do less harm. All 8 billion people. Yeah, but T, what I'm saying is you're not doing less harm. You're not. The same amount of cows that were going to die on Tuesday with you as a vegan, we're going to die on Tuesday, even if you weren't a vegan. I'm saying your decision isn't really made. Like, for it to actually matter, like, everybody would have to agree to stop. All 8 billion people will go through the dying process, which is very painful and slow to get to death. Not every time. A lot of times it's quick. A lot of times, if you stay, believe me, when I tell you this, Stick, I've seen what happens to the sedentary lifestyle people that choose that lifestyle. Man, this place is may even as a healthy person could become a torture chamber, but as a sedentary person, it's a guarantee, dude. You just give up and let your body fall apart and stop caring, and you're going to die a very bad death. and I'll go against the programming. You are against evil. I see it as evil. You are, yeah, I know. I do too, T. I do too. You aren't going to, but me stopping is not going to change it. That cow's still going to die on Tuesday. That was going to die anyway. It's not stopping it. It's like a false stance, is what I'm saying. It's not really doing anything. It's the same stance, just the best way. But I get it. You're being kind. I get it. I promise you, I get it. Maybe the cow weren't killed for me. Yep. I didn't partake in the suffering chain. Yeah, I got you, T. Do you feel uncomfortable that you have the dying process ahead of you and you still have to die in the future rather than in the past? Wait, do you feel uncomfortable that you have the dying process ahead of you and you still have to die in the future rather than in the past? How the hell would you die in the past? I don't get that. Even if the cow's who died, doesn't matter. Yep. All right, that isn't a car crash or accident. I fear death stick, so I fear dying in a painful or miserable or scary kind of way. Uh, I fear death. I fear the afterlife, if there is such a thing. I fear it. I fear mortality. I think about age, and I'm 41 now. You know what I'm saying? Like physically, I've stayed pretty fit my life just based on doing like physical jobs and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to end up having like the type of exit that my mother had, for example. She let herself go years, decades before she died, and it just, believe me when I tell you, that's not an exit you want. The past, you already died and no longer on earth. If I died in the past, then I wouldn't fear death anymore. Like if I was a spirit existing somewhere past this life, I had already died, then death wouldn't fear me anymore. Death doesn't fear me. So okay, so when I say I'm afraid, am I afraid to die? Like if somebody came right now, I had a gun, like you're dead, motherfucker. I'd be like, all right, well, fucking shoot me then, bitch. Like I wouldn't really care that much. So am I afraid to die? I don't know. It's more. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I think humans are programmed to fear the unknown, and because death is the unknown to me, I fear it. I think I fear it. I mean, some days I wish it would fucking come already, but I don't know. I guess it depends which day you're asking me. How the chemicals in my brain are made up that day. But anyways, okay. Now I am gonna wrap this one up, guys. I'm getting hungry. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys. Don't let this Dookie Boy Rome destroy your innocence. I don't know why that matters. That matters almost as much as what we've been talking about, man. None of this shit really matters. I hate to say that, guys, but if you're a fucking simulation, anyways, I hope that this shit matters. I hope that our life decisions actually matter. But again, what we're subjected to and what we experience every day just doesn't seem like our lives matter. Just my personal opinion. But anyways, love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.